okay, are you having bad, funny feelings because you're realizing that it's weird? What you're doing is weird? And I would love to know. I would so love to know what you look like.
Yo, I don't know what it is about Idubbbz and Anisa, but these two cannot keep their mouth shut, which... Please, Anisa and Idubbbz, Jomha, please do not keep your mouth shut. The commentary community needs to eat. We all appreciate your stupidity and your sacrifice for the greater good of mankind, which is slop tubers clowning on you for entertainment purposes. So there's a lot to talk about today. A few days ago, very popular and beloved streamer Anisa Jomha went live on Twitch for the first time in years. And as you would expect it wasn't the greatest. It was low-key a disaster. A very funny and entertaining disaster, which we're definitely going to take a look at. On top of that, Anisa's husband recently said that he wanted to box Sam Hyde. Dude, it's been 5 years since you got punked and clowned on by Sam Hyde. It's time to let it go. We have a few things to talk about, so make sure you have your snacks ready, make sure you have your drinks ready, and make sure, most important, make sure you drop a like if you end up enjoying the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on those notifications, and let's just get right into it. So the first thing that I want to take a look at is Anisa's welcome stream. Within a few minutes of booting up the stream, she's already talking about Ethan and Hila and how they're demonic and they're the worst people of all time. I don't know, guys, no empathy detected on my behalf, but maybe on your behalf you might be able to detect the empathy just a bit better than me.
The last time I met up with Ethan and Hila was at their studio. By the way, they always came in late on their own, fucking came and left. They were never very I don't know if they have souls. I think that their souls left their body like mid 2017. I'm not sure. But
I'm sorry to interject, but what the fuck does being late have to do with anything? Well, not even being late. It's like you have people working on the show and all you have to do is come on like a few minutes before you guys go live for the podcast and do what you do. I mean, do you really expect them to be there for 5 hours while people are prepping the mic, making sure the internet's good, and all the stuff that goes behind the scenes to make a podcast happen? That's why you hire a team. They do everything behind the scenes. So all you have to do is focus on the whichever material you're covering that very specific day. And once again, this is if we even believe Anisa Jomha in the first place. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt.
Hila was trying to talk to me. It was when she had just left Twitter. And at this time, I was extremely empathetic. I want to let you know, okay, I sent them like the nicest fucking text. I was in Australia with Ian. It was when that freak made that cartoon about Hila like shooting kids in like an IDF uniform. It was like a fuck cartoon. And I sent them a text and I was like, collectively, even though I disagreed with them politically at that time, I thought it was horrible, this cartoon being made. So I texted them and I was like, I'm so sorry that you have to go through this. Like, this is horrible. It's fucked up. It's disgusting. Anyways, when we saw them, Hila like pulled me aside and was like trying to explain away her IDF service and like kept telling me that she was just a secretary. Like, you could tell her so like in her soul she needed to repent, and I was her Catholic priest in that moment.
Me when it's time to be humble. Me when I'm being a very humble and a nice person. Am I right? I give this a 50% empathetic rating. 50% because she was like, hey, you know, that cartoon they made of you shooting kids when you didn't even do that. You were just a secretary. That was kind of fucked up. So good on Anisa for having a little empathy. I think she is 32, so maybe that's why it's kicked in. I don't know, Hila. I don't know how that must feel, even though you were just a secretary. I don't know if it keeps her up at night knowing that she served, even though it's mandatory, and if you don't serve you could get in some very serious trouble. I don't know if she has any guilt. You know, I don't want to speak for her. If I could just speculate, maybe she saw the cartoon, it affected her because people think she's this demonic person that has killed 10,000 kids when she hasn't killed a single one. I've never been in a situation like that, so I don't know how that must feel. For people to start labeling you as this child killer, and your husband's also a child killer, and you know, all of this other fun stuff that people love to throw out there. So maybe back in the day, Hila was like, you know, I think I could talk to Anisa and tell her how I feel and just be like, that was not me, just as a casual conversation with a friend. And then for Anisa to be airing this this out on stream, it's like, come on now. It's like we all knew that Anisa was trash.
She needed to repent, and I was her Catholic priest in that moment. And she kept, like, I was like, yeah, man, like, we all got to get off Twitter. She was like, yeah, I can't be on Twitter. And sorry, I'm trying not to go into my Hila impression, because I do have one, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it!
And then the empathy meter falls to 0%. Now, I know that Idubbbz and Anisa are hella racist because just a few weeks ago, I talked about this. You know, Sans legitimately covers everything. We talked about them making fun of the guy from Iran, the Persian guy, for his accent.
People singing and dancing like on the street, it just feels weird because if you do that in Iran, like they can arrest you. Did you know that?
For dancing?
Like, this, like...
It's a little eye-rolly, like, why are you presenting it like... It feels like he's fucking paid to do propaganda for
the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, the U.S., like...
So this is so strange to me because I'm seeing everyone having such a good time here, being so free.
And laughing.
But in Iran, you would be arrested on the spot for having any sort of joy.
If you were ever feeling joy, they would arrest you in Tehran, Iran.
That was kind of mean. Sans would never. All seriousness, I'm assuming she was gonna break into her Hila accent, which, once again, is not really empathetic. No empathy detected, at least from me. Once again, there's a few thousand of you who are watching this, so leave it in the comments below. How much is the Anisa Jomha empathy meter as of right now?
Sorry, I'm trying not to go into my Hila impression, because I do have one, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it! Here. Answer. Wait. Refusing to address the snake in the room. He's underneath his bark. She said the thing. You should really research you. You record yourself saying shit that's contradictory 100%. Wait, okay, wait. We are getting off track. Ma'am or monsieur, how long have you been watching the YouTube videos or whatever you're doing? How long have you been dedicated? Anyway, gotta go work. Damn! This person's a little bitch. Wait, okay. Are you having bad, funny feelings because you're realizing that it's weird? What you're doing is weird? Because it is.
For reference, guys, there was only 120 people watching this stream. And I guarantee you at least half of them were just trolls to gather the clips. And by the way, shout out to the legends that are clipping the streams. Thank you for your service. You deserve to get a military veteran discount. At some point, you have to start asking yourself, is this shit even worth it? Is streaming to 100 people and half of them are making fun of me even worth it? Like, what's the point? Once again, Anisa was a failed streamer who had to become a titty streamer because no one wanted to watch a girl with no personality fucking play League of Legends. Oh man, this is quite sad. It's like watching a homeless person argue with himself. Something else that I want to point out with Anisa, she always acts so tough. Like, look at this person acting like a little bitch. And a few months ago, being like, if I ever run up to you, I'm gonna make you apologize. She's such a keyboard warrior.
Okay. Are you having bad, funny feelings because you're realizing that it's weird? What you're doing is weird? Because it is. And I would love to know, I would so love to know what you look like. I would love to know anything about you, but you won't even tell me how long you've been consuming this content. So I will say, I'm sorry for all of your family members that surround you. And I pray that you take an internet break.
Something that everyone needs to know is never engage with the trolls, never feed into the trolls. Because, I mean, you're just giving them exactly what they want. They want a reaction out of you. They want to see you crash out. Now, something that I've learned is that you never respond to the trolls, even if they're calling you out on Twitter or any platform. If you're a content creator, it's like, is this gonna make me money? Like, is responding to this loser gonna give me anything? No, it's just gonna make me look bad. Okay, I'm not gonna interact with him. It's literally that simple.
No Hassan collab, but I probably will collab with Denims and Casey Tron and who else would I like to collab with?
Sensitive Society, aka Sense, aka Oscar. I think an Anisa Jomha and Sense collab could be kind of crazy. I think the whole internet would want to see that. So Anisa, you know where to find me, Twitter. And as a matter of fact, everyone who's watching this, follow me on Twitter.
Is Ian more fun off camera? Ian's fun all the time. You just can't see it because you're fucking insecure and weird. Not my problem. Am I more of a bitch than Ian? Yes. Yes. And I think that's why a lot of people seem to think that I like have some sort of special control. I don't. I just have less control over my mouth. So, will you stream more now? Yes. Yep.
Let's fucking go! I gotta stand up, as a matter of fact. Let me get up and clap for that. Dude, more content. Dude, if Anisa fucking funds my Porsche, dude, I would love to collab with her. Dude, I'll fucking subscribe to her web at that point. I'd be like, you know, here's a little cashback. I appreciate it, Anisa. You're very cool. You're very kind. You're very caring. I mean, you're feeding the commentary community. So I'm assuming we're barely getting started with all the content that's coming up. So subscribe if you're new. I think you would enjoy the content.
Does Ian get down and dirty? Yes. Yes, we do.
Yo, who's asking these fucking questions, dude? Like, you're spending your free time fucking watching Anisa Jomha, and not even the commentary channels, because that's completely different. You're watching the raw, uncut version of that fucking 3 or 6 hour stream that Anisa Jomha did. It's like, but anyways, that's as much torture as I could take on the Anisa side. Now, like I said at the intro, Idubbbz decided to, I guess, challenge Sam Hyde, his #1 op, the person that low-key kind of destroyed his career besides Anisa Jomha by punking him and showing how much Idubbbz is a little bitch. But now apparently he wants to box him, which, dude, I give Sam Hyde 10 seconds before he kills Idubbbz. I'm not even kidding.
We ever box again? Yeah, you know, I was thinking about that. And I think once I'm like comfortably in the 200 to 210 pound range, and I've been able to maintain that for like, I don't know, 6 months or something, I think I'll box Sam Hyde. I need to get some sort of revenge, and also I think it would be great to freaking that would be one of the most rewarding knockouts imaginable. So yeah, that's where my sights are set.
Yeah, there's no way that Idubbbz is knocking out Sam Hyde. It would be fucking hilarious to see Idubbbz being knocked out. Truth be told, I would pay money to go and see that. As a matter of fact, I would go to the event in person. So if Idubbbz ever wants to bring back Creator Clash and have a real main event, Idubbbz versus Sam Hyde for the WWE Championship would go crazy, if you ask me. Anyways, that's as much as I could take. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. And once again, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and follow my social medias. And with that said, until next time, so give me a few days for them to say something stupid and I'll be back.